Now, investigators' dramatic UFO footage recorded aboard a U.S. warship off the coast of Southern California is making waves. As we first reported last week, Navy sailors recorded video of two tic-tac-shaped objects near their ship. Well, now an eyewitness to that encounter has stepped forward, and coincidentally, he's from Las Vegas.
8 News Now investigator George Knapp spoke with the witness about his encounter with a whiz-bang craft that emerged from the ocean.
This is the famed Tic Tac object that was pursued by the Navy's best aviators off the coast of Southern California back in 2004. And this is the thermal image of two strikingly similar objects documented by the crew of the USS Jackson in February 2023 in the very same waters. The original Tic Tac proved to be one of the most consequential UFO incidents of all time, first investigated by a secret program based in Las Vegas, managed by the DIA. The incident generated a huge wave of media coverage and inspired Congress to launch new investigations into UFOs, now called UAPs.
I feel obligated to show moral leadership on this issue of UAP disclosure by validating the credibility of the courageous men and women who have come out as witnesses and whistleblowers to expose the truth.
In the most recent congressional hearing into the UAP mystery, retired Rear Admiral Dr. Tim Gallaudet encouraged witnesses to step forward, and now one of them has.
I am Operations Specialist Senior Chief Alexandra Wiggins. Been in the Navy for 23 years and counting.
When Alexandra Wiggins heard that a video from the USS Jackson's encounter with unknown objects was circulating, he reached out to the former admiral and was then put in touch with filmmaker Jeremy Corbell, who first released the new Tic Tac video on the podcast Weaponized. Wiggins not only shared details about the encounter, but also his personal connection to Las Vegas. He grew up here, as shown in this photo with his brother in the family's backyard.
I've watched you when your hair was as dark as mine.
In February 2023, Wiggins was a senior chief and radar specialist on the Jackson and air traffic controller for the Navy. His main job was to identify what might be in the air near the ship. He and others in the Jackson's Combat Information Center saw curious objects on their screens. Wiggins wanted to get eyes on whatever it was and went out to take a look.
And to my surprise, which is something I've never witnessed, was a light I noticed on the horizon, but it looked as if it were surfacing out of the water.
He says he jammed back to the combat center and took a closer look on the Sapphire system, which is a thermal sensor, not a camera. The sensor detected not just one, but two tic-tac-shaped objects. Neither showed any hint of an exhaust system or any known propulsion system.
We only saw the one, and then we see the second one. It was only when we zoom out we realize, holy crap, there's two more out here, a total of four. And all of a sudden, you just see all four of them take off to the northeast all at the same time, just out of nowhere. And if I had to talk speed, it would say like maybe 2 steps behind instantaneous.